Chapter 1st, Law of Motion. In which of the following examples can you sense the motion? First, see the picture, bird. Second, flight of a bird. Stationary train. Leaves flying through the air. And fourth, stone lying on a hill. We see the motion of several objects every day. Sometimes we can't see the motion of an object directly, as in case of breeze, that is winds. Can you list other examples of motion beside those given here? You are traveling in bus. Is the person sitting next to you in a motion? What do you take into consideration to decide if an object is moving or not? You have learned that motion is a relative concept. If the position of an object is changing with respect to its surroundings, then it is said to be in a motion. Otherwise, it is said to be at rest. Let's learn displacement and distance. Let's try this. Look at the 2 points A and B. Measure the distance between point A and B in different ways as shown in figure. Now measure the distance along the dotted line, that is straight line. Which distance is correct according to you and why? Yes, you're right. Now see second example. Look at the pictures very carefully. Seetal first went to her friend, then school. Prashant went straight from home to school. Both are walking with the same speed. Who will take less time to reach the school and why? In above example, is there a difference between the actual distance and the distance traveled? What is it? Distance is the length of actual path traveled by an object in motion while going from one point to another, whereas displacement is the minimum distance between the starting and finishing points. Let's see the second example. Swarali walks around the edge of a circular field in the morning. This circle have a radius of 100 meter. If she starts from the point A and takes one round as shown in the diagram, how much distance has she walked and what is her displacement? If car starting from point P goes to point Q and then returns to point P, how much distance is traveled and what is its distance? If the displacement of an object is 0, then actual distance traveled by it may not be 0. Let's understand speed and velocity. Can you recall? What are vectors and scalars? Observe the both pictures. Which of the quantities, distance, speed and velocities? Time and displacement are the scalars, which are vectors. We can write the formula speed equal to total distance traveled upon time required. If distance traveled in particular direction by an object in unit time is called its velocity. Here unit time can be 1 second, 1 minute or 1 hour. If large units are used, 1 year can also be used as a unit of time. The displacement that occurs in time is called velocity. So velocity equal to displacement upon time. So remember this, the units of speed and velocity are the same, In the SI system, the units is meter per second, while in the CGS system, it is centimeter per second. Second, speed is related to distance while velocity is related to the displacement. Speed, if the motion is along a straight line, the values of speed and velocity are same. Otherwise, they can be different. Velocity is the displacement that occurs in unit time. Now, just see the first example. As we discuss, straight line displacement. Between the house of Seetal and Sangeeta is 500 meter, and between Sangeeta's house and school is 1200 meter. But straight line distance between Seetal's house and school is 1300 meter. Suppose Seetal takes 5 minutes to reach the Sangeeta's house and then 24 minutes to reach the schools from their point. Then Seetal's speed along path A equal to distance upon time equal to 500 meter upon 5 minute equal to 100 minute per time. Seetal's speed along path B equal to distance upon time equal to 1200 meter upon 20 minute equal to 50 minute per minute. Now Seetal's average speed equal to total distance upon total time equal to 1700 meter upon 29 minute equal to 58.6 meter per minute. Now Seetal's velocity equal to displacement upon time equal to 1300 meter upon 29 minute equal to Seetal's velocity equal to 44.18.3 meter.